Welcome to my channel, The Hard Coder. Today in this video, we will learn how to create MERN. That we will continue our previous app, that to-do list app, and also we have also created that to-do list API and that user authentication API. So today we will integrate all of those, and we will make a full MERN to-do list app. Okay, with React and as a backend in Node. Okay. So you guys can see, like, I have already opened one folder in my VS Code. In this folder we will just integrate both that React app and then Node app. Okay, so now I am giving the demo of our project, means what we will build today. Okay, so we will build like this kind of software. Okay, so application local storage. So this is the login and this is the sign up. Okay, so let's name and then put email and password and click on register. It's registered and also logged in. Okay, now you can add any task like task 1, task 2, like that. If you guys can see, we also store that login information in the local storage. Okay, so if I will delete that, then what will happen? Then this route is actually protected. So now if you try to log out, try to reload it, then it will go to the auth page. Okay, so in this video we will learn about React router and how to integrate backend and frontend both. We will learn how to call that proxy server, and another thing and most important thing, we will learn about React Redux. We will learn about Redux little bit, not little bit. Actually, I am integrating Redux in a real-time scenario. Okay, like a real-time scenario, how in real-time means in a real life how we will use React in the production. That kind of thing I am using here also. Means that I am using same structure. Okay, so if you understood the structure today or in this video, then you can develop anything with Redux. That I mean. Okay, so let's start. So you guys can see this is the to-do list API folder, and this is the React app. Okay, and this is the user node API. So what I will do, I will just first I am creating one. I have already created one folder, that is to do full app. So in this folder I am creating two folders. First one is for frontend, or you can say client, and another folder is backend for our server. Now go to the to-do list API, copy without node modules. Okay, just copy it without node modules, copy, and then go to the backend folder and paste it. What happened? To-do list API, copy, without node module, copy it, go to the backend folder and then paste it. Now again go to the user node API. This is also, we don't need now server, we don't need that package.json log env because that is already there, right? We also means we already copied those things from that to-do API, to-do list API, and we also don't need node modules. Config we don't need, controller, middleware, models, routes, utils. Okay, now copy it, then go to here, go to backend, just paste it. Okay, and now go to the to-do React tab, copy it and paste it in the front end without node modules. Okay, now I am opening this folder in my VS Code. Okay, for that just open command prompt, then close out. Now we need to fix something from backend because for to-do list API we have used require, and for user module we have used import, because the means that module structure. Okay, so that env is fine. We need, okay, just I am giving the to-do list. Okay, this is the my database name. Another thing is needed for JWT secret. I am giving like the hard folder @19 2021. Okay, anything else? No. Now in package.json it's all okay. Go to the server. Here you can see like, okay, so I need to bring here that user route also, right? So const user route equal to required routes.user route. User routes. Okay, and this thing should be like API. You can say users, then it will. Now anything else? No, it's done. Yeah, now go to the utilities folder, then generate token. Here should be required. Then I am converting all the input things with in required. Okay, I am using required here. If you want to use import module, means input things, means this kind of structure, then just means you need to again, means you also need to just vice versa with that also. So I am using required, then I am just converting input to required. If you want to use input, then just convert required to input. Okay, so this thing, is to expose module.expose equal to generate token. Okay, now user routes, here also need to fix that express. These two things also need to fix, like required copy From here there is no dashboard. Module.exports equal to router. Okay, this thing is done. To this also like that, so don't need to change in to do. Now go to user module. Here also we need to change that require mongoose again require. Where is the bcrypt.js? Here is the bcrypt. Now module.exports. Okay, till now is done. We don't need to change anything in Go model. Go to the auth middleware. Here also need to change like where here should be X module. Okay, and next go to the controller, then user controller. Again that require this thing should like export dot. This thing also like same. We don't need dashboard. Go to that user now. Go to the user route. Just delete dashboard from there. Now go to the db.js file. Yeah, it's already done. Okay, I think all done. Now open terminal. You just pick the terminal. So in the left hand side open front end, and here open backend. So npm I in backend also, npm I is front end also, for it download all the required packages. Okay, so you can see like front end is also downloaded and backend also. Now for backend, run this command npm run dev. It should work, I think. Okay, what happened? Statement is outside the module input jw user controller. What? Okay, just copy this thing and search it. Okay, actually I forgot to delete this. Now I think it should work. Again it will not work. Why? JSON web token. Why it is showing like that? install JSON web token. So I need to install something, okay, like npm I JSON web token we need, right? Then we need bigtip.js, okay, then we need bigtip.js. Anything else? I think not. All done. Yeah, we only need these two things. So then npm run there. Again, what? User is not defined. Where? In this user model. Go to the user model. Now 5000 is already used. Okay. Now it's working. So this is the backend part, and now I'm running the front end like npm start. So our backend part is done, okay, but we need to do some modification in front end, because we will build that auth UI, means that login and that register UI, and we also need to use Redux in React. Okay, so this thing we will do. So now you can see this to-do list is opening in /ref, right? But this will open in to-do like /to. Okay, all are working because there are no routes, right? Okay, so go to where, just close all those things, close backend folder, open the frontend folder, go to the source, go to the component and create one component. Sorry, auth.js. Okay, in this component I'm creating like div, that class name. Okay, first what you will do, you will just create one CSS file that should like login.css or something like that. Okay, so I'm creating login.css. In this CSS you will get this repo from my description. Okay, so go to that repo and copy this CSS thing and paste it over there. Okay, now in this auth.js you need to bring and import login.css. Okay, now class name is wrapper gradient down. Okay, in here we need another div, that ID should be like home content. In this div, another div is there like div class name very fast. Okay, sorry, I is capital. So in this div we are using one image like img. So you just copy this link id should be icon a all equal to user icon style. I'm giving one small kind of style like height and width of the image. So height should be like 150 pixel and width 150 pixel. We need to close this tab. Okay, so this is done. Now here we will build that form login. So I'm creating two form. So form, first form and second form. So what is the first form? First form is for sign up. So that is sign up form, and that is login form. Okay, so in the sign up form or register form, you can say register form also. So in this form I just grab that input. So first one is for login, second one is for password, email place, this one is for password place. Okay, and this should be password. And we also need one button for login, so button is also there. Like this way I am building that login form also. Sorry, this is the login form, this is the login form. Now I am building register. Okay, so same I'm in same way I have copied these input things like this and this button also. Okay, in this register form. So first one is name, second one is email, third one is password. So this type is also password. Fourth one is confirm password. This type is also password. Okay, so now we also need another package. Okay, another thing, we also create footer. So in this footer id is form footer. In here we need to create one link that class name is underline over. Okay, you don't have an account. Okay, so So this is actually for if that user don't have any account, then it will redirect to register. Another link we also need, if means if that is user is already have an account, so already have an account, then it will redirect to login page, means login form. Okay, yeah, till now it's fine. Now we need to create, go to the app.js file, and we need for router for route those things, right? So stop the server, just install npm I react router DOM, I think react router DOM. Now here we need like import react router DOM. So from here we need browse router as router. I renamed it as a router. Okay. Another thing, we need route. Okay. And this thing I will cut, means move to todo.js file. So go to the todo.js file. Just cut it, paste it here. This no need to cut. Paste it here. So here router, first one is route, that path is auth. If that is auth, then component should be auth. Okay, so auth is not bring it, so I need to bring the auth. Another thing, if that path is to do, then it should be open like to do. Okay, now start our server, npm start. Let's see what will open. So now you can see in this route nothing is open. That login also is, it's not opened, and to do is also. You can see like only background pages is coming. So now for to do, it's open for to do. Now for auth we need to check. Auth is also here. Okay. Okay, I can see some issues are showing. I did nothing, I just check this class name, so it's working. Actually I forgot to put this first, and I don't know actually. I just stop the server and restart, then it's working. If it will not working from your end, so just copy this HTML from the repo. Okay, then it should work. So okay, so it's done. You can see now that login from and the register from both are working, and that both links is also showing, right? But we need to see first login. If someone is click on that don't have an account button or link, then that register form should come, right? So we will use state. So just const sign up set sign up equal to use state. By default it should false. Okay, so if someone is click on this button like don't have an account, so like on click it will go in this function like from handler. I'm creating this function, so const from handler first we need to present this route, means that link, then we need to set sign up. Okay, so in this from handler we just set. Okay, we also need to scope. We can send some value also, or we can do some vice versa, like sign up equal to not sign up. Means if it is false then it will go true. Okay, new sign up. Okay, so now for this link is also same. Okay, now we need to check if, means go to here. Now we need to check like if sign up is false, okay, then this form should open, right? If not, then this form should open. Okay, same thing is for this two link also. Like if not sign up, means in this login page. So if sign up means this is in register page. Like if sign up means this is in register page, then this link, else this link. Now go to the browser. You can see now this login page means open. So don't have an account, click here. So now this form. So you can see like these two things is working as vice versa, right? Till now it's done. So our login form is ready. Now what we need to do, now actually what we will do, we will creating two state, four state, like const. First one is for name, so name, set name, waiting state is by default blank. Second one is email, password, set password, confirm password, set confirm password. Okay, till now is done, right? Now this on change event set name user target dot value, right? So copy this thing, this will also happen for that also. So set password, set name, it should be set email. Okay, set email, this is the set, this one is set password, set confirm password. Okay, now when someone is click on this button, means on submit, you can go to submit handler function. So submit handler, so I need to create this function also. So go to app on submit handler to this thing is fine, I think, for you. First we need to prevent this event, right? So prevent default. Then first we need to check for if that is sign up. Sign up true means, okay, sign up true means it is for register form, or if it is not sign up, then it is for login form, right? So first one for register form, second one is for login form. Okay, so first one is for register, second one is for login. Now actually now we need to think how to work with Redux. Okay, now I am moving to Redux. So for Redux we need to install some things like some packages. So npm I Redux we need, React Redux we need, Redux Thunk I think need, Redux Thunk also I need. So Redux Thunk. Another thing we need like Redux Dev Tools extension we need. So you need to install one extension, that is Redux Dev Tool. So go to the browser, Chrome Web Store, just search with Redux Dev Tools. So you need to install it, this thing. Okay, so for this thing we need this extension package, means that, yeah, that Redux Dev Tool extension, React Redux, yeah, we don't need. Okay, we need also Axios for HTTP request. Done, we don't need anything else. So it's downloaded. Okay, I did one mistake, like spelling mistake, that is React Redux Dev Tools. So I did mistake in that extension spelling. Okay, that, this one. So these 3 packages or 4 packages I think, that is installed. Now we need to create another one file in this frontend folder, that is store. No, sorry, not this is frontend folder. In this source folder, so store.details. Okay, so here we need like import Redux. So from Redux we need create Redux, sorry, spelling mistake, create store, combine store, combine store, combine reducers, apply middleware, so these three things we need from Redux. We also need to bring we need to import thunk from Redux thunk. Okay, we also need from Redux dev tools extension. From this package we need compose with devtools function. So compose with devtools. Okay, so this thing we need, so I already bring, it is already imported. So now const reducers equal to combine reducers. Okay, const we will set initial state equal to, now it is blank for now, const middleware. So thunk is basically one middleware. Okay, this will help to work as asynchronous calling. Okay, so thunk should be an array. Okay, now we need to create one variable like store. In this store, first we will call this function create store. In this create store we will pass some variable. First one is reducers, means what reducer we will build. Next is initial state, what initial stage is there. Okay, initial state. Another is middleware. So compose with devtools. In this function we will call that middleware. So apply middleware, then middleware. So I am using spade operator because this is the thunk, this is the JSON array, means object array of object. Okay, so I am using spade operator. Now we will just export default store. I understand, means some of you are not understanding what I am doing, but you will understand very soon. Okay, so no issues. This is the structure. Actually, if you want to use Redux, then this structure you need to follow. First one is you need to bring some functions from those packages. Okay, then you need to combine some reducers. So how Redux will work? Redux will work actually some kind of stage. So first it will go to that. First it will dispatch. Okay, means first it will call the function, call the data from the backend, or it will send some data to backend, and it will dispatch those things. And in this dispatch, we will get some data from the Redux. So actually, you are not getting right now. I have understood. If you know about Redux, then it will boot. If you want to learn more Redux, then you Google it, or some later I will planning, like I will create one videos regarding Redux. But still I am planning. So if you want to learn Redux now, then go to Google or go to another tutorial. I am suggesting another tutorial also, and you can also check from Udemy if you want to go with paid course. If you don't want to go with paid course, then lots of videos are available in YouTube, so you can see from that YouTube, you can learn from YouTube. Okay, but if you see only this video, then I can say you will learn Redux, no issues. But you need to remember this kind of structure you need to follow for build one Redux application. So Okay, I will move and I think you will learn. No issues. So this structure is built. Now, what is the Redux structure for so Redux structure? We need to create some constants. Why constant? Constant means okay. I am creating some constants first. So create one folder, no, not file, folder. That file folder name is constant. So in this constants, you just create one file like user constant. Actually, we need to create some kind of variable. Okay, constant variable. So in this variable means for dispatching is for our reducer, it will check which type of request is coming, and based on that request and based on that type, it will take action. Okay, so you need to create this kind of these 7 constant you need to create. Okay, first one is user login request, second one is user login success, then user login fail, then user logout, then user register request success and fail. So you can already means understood this is kind of request what I am sending. First one user login request, when I am sending one request to the backend, that time this kind of means this kind of things, this type is actually happening. Then when we will get some success response, then this thing is user login success is happened. Then if I will get some fail from the backend server, then I will get this kind of dispatching thing or this kind of request, and if I will you log out, then this will happen user log. Same kind of issues happen also register also. First, when I will call to backend API, then user register request will happen. If I will get success, then user register success. If I will get fail, then user register fail. So this is actually only variable. Okay. Now we will start our we'll start our building to our reducer. So we will follow the structure. First, we will build reducer, then we will build actions. So first we will build reducer. So same again, create one folder in this research folder. So this is called reducers. In this reducers, create one file like user reducers .js. Okay, so in this reducers, what you will do, you first need to bring all those things from constant variable, like import from where, from constants. So constants, then user constants. Okay, where we need to bring these things: user login fail, request success, logout fail, request success, register. These 6 means all variable we need to bring here. Next, I am creating 2 functions. Like first one, export const like user login request, user login reducer. So initially, for this reducer, initially that state, that this is the global state. So this state initially it's blank. From the beginning it's blank. And another, we need to pass another variable, that is action. So what is action? Means what action actually taken from the reducer. Means which action I have called. So we will create one switch case. Okay, so action dot type. So I already told this thing user fail user request, this is the type of request. So that action type, what action I am getting, like this action is failed or this action is requesting it's happened or success. So this kind of action type is happening. So I need to check which type of action type is there. So switch, this is the variable is switch variable is action dot type. So if that case is user login request, if that case is user login request, then what will happen? Then we need to return one thing, that loading is true. That means that request is happening, we will not get any kind of success or error message from that HTTP request. So now that loading is true. So now loading is happening. Okay. Then yes, if that login is success, then what we need to return? Then we will return that loading should be false now. Now loading is done, right? So loading is should be false, and we will create one variable like user info kind of. So user info, in this user info we will just give the action dot payload, means what response we will get from the request. Okay, I will store those information, like those response means what information I will get from that HTTP query. Those things I will store in this user info, and actually I will store the global store. Okay, so okay, this thing is done. Next, we need to also check that user failures, right? So user login fail. If user login fail, then also same thing is happened, like return loading true. No, sorry, loading false. Because if I am getting fail, then also loading is false. We don't need to load, and this thing is error. So if it will fail, then again I will get some response, some kind of error message or something. So this thing also need to store in this variable, in the global state, that error. Export const, and the define we need to return state. Which state we have? Okay. Another thing, like for I am dealing like user logout. If user logout, then also return that no loading, only that we also need to only send that blank object. Okay. So this is the user login reducer. Okay. Now we also create another reducer, that is user register. Now you can see same thing is happening. The state, initial state is blank object. That action type is request, then loading true. If success, then user info, I am storing the payload. If any error, then error. So same kind of thing is happening for that also. Okay. Now this reducer is done. So this reducer I need to bring to in the store.js. So go to the store.js file and just import this thing from that reducer. Okay, and we need to now combine this reducer. These two reducers we need to combine. So here first one is user login. So user login is this reducer. Another is user register. User register is this. Okay. So go to that action. Now I am creating action folder. So action is basically what it will do. The action is actually calling those APIs, means backend APIs. Okay. So I am creating one file like user actions.js. So from the reducer, in this action also we need this kind of variables, that constant. So go to user constant and copy it from the user reducer and paste it over there. Now first we will do for register. Okay, so for register, like export const, that function name is register. Okay, so in this register I am calling, I need, means for register we need three types of variable. First one is email or name, then email, then password. Okay, then async, where we need dispatch, yeah, okay. Okay, so we need also another thing, this is a dispatch, and we will call this function asynchronously. So async type will be there. So first we are creating that one try catch block. If any error will happen, then it will go to the catch. Okay, so first we need to dispatch one action type. So this is the action types I already told. So we need to dispatch. So for this is the syntax, dispatch, and that in this object we will pass this type. So this type is user register request. So first user request, this action is happened. Then we need to create some configuration for our that HTTP request type. So config, so in header, okay, sorry, headers, we need to send some parameter to the headers, right? So content type application JSON. Now const data await axios dot post method we will call, and that router is API users, and that payload is name, email, password, and last parameter is config. We need to bring this axios, so import axios here. Okay, so if data means that this is the API call, if that is happened, then again we need to dispatch another action. So that action should be like success, not login, sorry, register success. Okay, another thing we need to bring, if that register is also success, then login is also success, because we also get, means if you will store some user info in the database, then another one token will come. So if we will store this token to our local storage, then that means that user is already logged in, kind of things. So we need to call another action that dispatch, this is the login success, this thing. Now we need to store this user info, means what data you will get, this user info we need to store in the data in the local storage. Okay, so local storage dot set item, and this is the key value and this is the data. Now if anything will happen for error, then what we will do, we will again dispatch. So this type should be like user register fail. Okay, and that payload should be, okay, I have missed one thing. For register success we also set some payload data for that also. Okay, so in this payload, if any error will happen, then error dot response and error dot response dot data.message is there, then error.data.message or otherwise error.message will go in this payload. So this is our register things. Okay, now this action you need to bring in our, I think, okay, now another thing we need to do, like go to the store. Okay, in the store, that initial state, so we will get that user login info. Okay, user info from, first we need to bring user info from storage, this kind of variable, user info from storage. So local storage, we need to bring this user info from the local storage. So local storage dot get item, that user info. And this thing is the actually our initial state. Now go to that where is that auth.js file, in that component. Now you need to bring this that action. Okay, now you need to call these things, like if that is sign up, then dispatch register name, email, password I need to send. Dispatch is not initialized, so const dispatch equal to use dispatch. Use dispatch is not bring it, so dispatch. So I need to bring import React Redux. From React Redux we need to bring use dispatch, another thing use selector. Okay. Okay, before register we need to check, like if that password not equal to is confirm password, then we need to alert password does not match. If matched, then we will call it a dispatch. Okay. Okay, another thing we need to bring that global state, where, so like const user login equal to use selector. If you want to bring the global state, if you want that, so that is the syntax use selector. This is also coming from React Redux. So use selector, then state is the first parameter, and state dot that user register. Okay, this thing. Okay, so this is a user register. Another thing, we need to bring loading, error, and the user info from that user register variable. Okay, so now I need to create another component, that is loader. So loader.js. You just copy this code, This I'm using React Bootstrap React Spinner. Okay, so I need to bring here also. So okay, so if any loading is happen, so like here, if that loading is happen, this is the this is the AND operator means loading. If only loading is happening, so then we will call that loader. Now we need to give proxy. Go to the package.json, write proxy, because we are using cross domain, so proxy we need to give like HTTP localhost 5000. Now go to here, reload it. You don't need to reload, but okay, into start. Now go to the Redux. You will get Redux from here. Inspect it. Go to the Redux tab. Now you can see like what will happen. Okay, one error is there. Module not found, user constants. So go to the user action. Constants, user constants. Okay, spelling mistake. Now I think it should work. Now reload it. Okay, actually I have missed another thing. Go to the index.js. You need to integrate that store. So just bring the store, import. Okay, so we don't need this thing. This should be provided. So you need to bring provided from React Redux. So import from React Redux. We need provider. Provider. Okay. So this should be like provider. We need to wrap with provider. Okay, and in this provider one we need to pass one variable, that is store. Oh sorry. Import to from store. Can't resolve user reducer users. Okay, so go to that user reducer. So go to the store. This is the user reducers. Again, user constants. Go to the user reducer. constant. Okay, now if I am reloading, now you can see initially if you check the initial value, that is user login, that is null. Now user registry is also null, right? So go to that here, go to the network tab. Now check, like my name is like the hardcoder t@c.com, then 123 456 123, sorry, 123 456. It is showing like text. Okay, I need to change this. Okay, but it is not a means it's not very important things. Now click on register. You can see like okay, API users it's not found. So go to the backend, go to the server. So that is API users. Okay, and go to the user model. No, sorry, not model. Go to the user route. Now I think it should work. Now call. Yeah, you can see it's working. And you can go to that Redux. You can see first registered user request is happen, then fail, then request. First one is fail, that you remember I think. So first one is request, then fail. If request, then success it will get, then login success. Now you can see you will get the response from there. So you got it right. Okay. Now we need to create login also. So go to the user reducer, that is user login reducer is already created. Now go to the user action. You can copy and paste it. Like you can see this is login. We need email and password. Same thing. First login request is happened. Header it will go. This is the route. Okay, this is the email and password. This is the body. This is the config. If it will happen, then login success is this kind of action is happened, and payload data, and then again we will set. Not again, if that login is happening, then also we need to store that user info in the local storage. If it will register, then also we need to store that user info in the local storage, right? Then if any failed is occurred, then user login fail, and payload with the error message. Okay, so now we also need to bring this login also. Go to that auth.js. Okay, so same thing we need to bring is register, and then login also need to bring, like it is happened for login, then login name and email. Sorry, we need to dispatch. So this is the login. So copy this login. Okay, so now another thing we need to check, if you know about use effect. So use effect is also provided by React. So what will happen, this is what like component did mount, component did update, like that is when your component is ready, then this effect means this thing will run, means this function use effect function will run. So go here, like const use effect. Okay, sorry, this is not kind of this thing. Use effect is not a variable. So use effect This is the use effect syntax. Okay, so in this use effect function, what we need to check. So before it's, I need to bring already I got that user register information if register is happened from the global state. Same thing we also need user login things. So user login. Okay, we will also bring user login information from the global state. So I just loading is renamed it loading login. Error is error login and user info is user login. Okay, so in that use effect, I need to check if user info or user login info anything is there. Okay, then history dot push. I need to push to another route. Okay, so route should be to. So I need to call this history is okay. So this is the dependency variable like history, user info, user log info. Okay, so now go to that application and just delete this user info. Okay, now go to that Redux, go open auth route. Now I am trying to log in. Okay, so that is t@c.com, right? Email password 123456. Something is happened. Wait, I need to check that is called or not. Okay, on submit I actually forgot to on submit to put here. Now you can open Redux. Now put email t@c.com. See login request, then login failed. Okay, invalid user and password it will come. So I am giving another thing like if any error or error login, this kind of things happen. Okay, so I am putting in bracket. If this kind of things happen, then show alert. An alert is error. Okay, and this loading login, this happened, then also run loader. Okay, now I'm starting from beginning. Okay, so don't have an account, create one. This is my name, a@a.com 1234561234556. Register, request, success, login success. Okay, so I'm just log out. So now logger is not created yet, so just application, delete this user info. Still it is working because I didn't did anything. So not a@a.com 1234556. 400. Email is not going. Email and password is dismissed. Okay, so set email, this is the email, right? Set password. Why it is not coming? Okay. Email and password. Now again I am calling 400. So go to that Redux, I think it will work now. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Request success. Right, now it will open. Another thing we need to prevent this to do, like go to that user controller, I just used console log. So go to the todo.js file. So go to the todo.js file. Here also we will also use effect. So I have used use effect. Okay, I already used. So just go to that auth.js file. Copy this user login information. Now go to todo.js file. Bring here. Like if user log info is there, like if user log info is not there, then history dot push auth. So I need history also, so this will come here. Use selector is not defined, so import React Redux. From React Redux we need to import again that use dispatch and that use selector. Use effect is missing dependency, so go to use effect. Where is that? This is the dependency. History is also in the history will go in also in the dependency, right? Error login occur. Now this is open, that's fine, but if I will delete this info from the local storage, now if you reload, then it will go to auth. So this thing is done. So another thing actually left, that is to-do list API integration. So that will do in our next video. Thank you everyone.